Hello Canadian Adventure Campers, how are we all doing? So for those of you who don't know me, I'm George and today we're going to be doing some football. Okay, let me show you what a football is to those of you plonkers over there. Football, not soccer. So yeah, football and soccer today. We're going to be doing a few little drills. I'm going to teach you guys how to dribble the ball, so moving along with the ball at your feet, and I'm also going to teach you guys how to do a couple of different passes. So for this activity you need a football and you need a few other items as well, so I'm going to show you guys what I've got. So these items really can be anything you want them to be. Cones is fine, but also other things are fine. So I have a rollerblade, a fishing net. I know what you're thinking, looks like a hat. It's not, it's a fishing net. I've also got a massive fly squat, I think this is. And I've got this big old water bottle too. But like I say, really doesn't matter what you've got, you just need 4 items and a football. And one more thing you also need is a little bit of space. So I am in this nice Greenland area. Look, looks like I'm in a football stadium. Gypsy! Alrighty, drill number 1 is dribbling. Not that kind of dribbling. This kind of dribbling. So, ladles and jelly spoons, as you can see I've placed my objects into random places in my lovely green area, and I have taken a few steps backwards with the ball in the start position. So you are in your start position, you have your foot on the ball. Give a little wave to the fans. Thank you guys. What you need now is you need a friend or a mother or a father or a neighbour or your dog or anything really, just to shout out one of the items you have placed in your lovely green area. Fly squat. When you hear the object being called out, you are going to dribble the ball, keeping it nice and close to your feet. Try and use both feet if you can. I'm going to go up to the giant fly squat, keeping the ball under control. We're going to go round and we're going to go back to our start spot, this lovely yellow flower. So a couple of little coaching points on your dribbling there guys. Like I mentioned, you want to try and keep the ball nice and close to your body when you're moving along, so that makes it harder for other players to come and steal it from you, and you can put your body in between the ball and the other player to make it nice and difficult. Okay, so if you do have a friend or a brother or a sister who wants to play with you guys as well, you can ask them to follow behind you and try and get the ball from you, and you're just going to shield with your body, putting the body in front of the ball. Okay, so guys, as well as using both feet and trying to keep the ball nice and close to your body, I want you guys to practice also using the inside of your foot, the top of your foot and the outside of your foot as well. Okay, so this is dribbling with the inside of my foot, and then on the top of my foot, and then on the outside of my foot as well. And throughout a game of football guys, you're going to be using all these different types of dribbling, so that's why it's really important that we practice inside, top, outside, left and right. Alrighty. Unreal banana peel, awesome. I'm sure you guys are going to be doing a really good job of that, and obviously the progression from there is you're going to ask your friend or whoever is calling out the objects to mix up which object they call out, and you guys are going to travel over to that specific object, practicing all those skills we've just talked about. Okay, righto, next thing we're going to look at, boys and girls, is going to be passing the football. So similar to our dribbling, we can pass the ball with both feet, and we can pass the ball with the 3 different sides of our foot as well, so the inside, the top, the laces, and also on the outside of our foot. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys those 3 different passes, and then we're going to play a little game with those passes to practice those different skills. Alrighty. Okay, first up is the side foot pass, the absolute classic in football, used a lot all the time, so it's really important that we try and get this one nailed down. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to approach the ball, you're going to place your foot to the side of the ball, pointing in the direction you want the ball to go in. Tell you what, I'll aim for this lovely water bottle. So we're going to place the foot, and we're going to use the side of our foot to come through the ball, and we're going to kick through the ball to the water bottle. Obviously I was doing that in slow motion, so I'll give it a whirl here. Oh, George. Second pass, boys and girls, is going to be the top of the foot pass, or the laces pass. Now typically this one is used when you kick the ball perhaps over a longer distance. There's a small child crying violently. I'm going to pause and start again. Panic over, she's all good. Oh, what? Just so everybody's aware, child is fine and has stopped crying. Back to the soccer. The laces passed, as I mentioned, typically used when you're kicking the ball over a greater distance, but the same kind of thing applies. So we're going to put our foot next to the ball, but this time we're going to come through with the top of our foot, and we're going to kick right the way through the ball, aiming to our target. Okay, let me see if I can do better than last time, eh? Oh, crumpets. So the last one, boys and girls, is going to be with the outside of our boot. Okay, now this one's probably used the least in football, and it's probably the most challenging one. But the benefit of this pass is it allows us to put a little bit of spin on the ball. So this one might be quite challenging, but give it a go. And if not, we can just focus on our side foot pass and our laces pass. Okay, so let me give this a whirl. Outside of the boot, bit of spin. Oh, close. Obviously that didn't go perfectly, but hopefully you guys know what I mean with the 3 different variations of our passes there. But now it's the game time. This is the fun part of this, okay? So what's fantastic about this game is you can play it on your own, you can play it with 1 friend, you can play it with 2 friends, you can play it with 5 friends, but each person's going to need their own football, okay? So as you can see here, boys and girls, what I have done is I've made myself a little course. It's almost like a golf course really, but I've got a little checkpoint I've got to get through there, and then I'm going to try and hit the water bottle. Okay, so the objective of this game is to kick the football through the checkpoint and to the water bottle in as few shots as possible. Okay, if I had any friends, they'd probably be stood over there and they'd probably have a football and they'd be playing too, but I don't. So we're going to get on anyway. Okay, so I'm going to go through the checkpoint. I'm going to use the side foot on this one, okay guys? So you guys make sure you're varying the pass which you use. First task really is just to try and get it through the checkpoint. Attaboy George, just inside the post. Look at that. So now I'm going to travel up. That's a pretty good first shot, if I do say so myself. Could be on for the birdie here. Can I get it? Redeem myself. Go on, Georgie boy. Attaboy! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Wicked. So hopefully you guys get the gist of that game of football golf there. And you can really get as creative as you want. You don't necessarily have to use a checkpoint. You can just have the water bottle or the final hole. But on the other hand, you guys can get super creative and you can create almost obstacle courses for your ball. Just remember to try and focus on using left foot and right foot, side foot pass, top foot pass, and if you're feeling really good about it, you can use the outside of your foot as well. Okay, and once you guys have finished playing these games, make sure you have a little bit of a warm down, have a little stretch, and then go and put your feet up and have a cup of tea. You guys have tea in Canada, right? Yeah. Anyway, peace out. I miss you all and take care.